So Baz, we're here on a Motivational Maps Conference here in Bournemouth. You've recently done a motivational map. How was that for you?
Well, I thought what I learnt from it was very useful, and it's something that I can just use in my everyday life. If I know what motivates me, then it's a lot easier to get a job done because I can work towards doing that a lot easier.
So what were some of the sort of really high motivators that came out that you saw in your profile?
Well, my top three were spirit, friend and star.
Okay, and just thinking about spirit, what does that mean to you?
It just means I like to have my freedom, I like to do things my own way, I like to choose my own decisions, and that just gives me that motivation to do what I want to do.
Fabulous. And why star?
I think if I do something, I would like to be rewarded for it or praised, because otherwise I feel like I put a big input in and I don't get the same outcome from people.
Sure. And obviously you said about friend. What does that mean for you?
I just really enjoy time with my friends, and I think it's very valuable.
Okay. Can you remember any of the other motivators, maybe your last motivator or any of the other ones? Because there are 9 of them, and you've just given us 3.
Yeah.
Can you remember any of the other ones that...
Well, my lowest motivator is expert.
Ooh. What's, but you're pretty good at everything. Does that mean that you're not an expert?
I think once you have something, it doesn't mean that you want it as much.
Okay.
So if you have the money, then you might not have as high a builder because you already have it, so it's not motivating you as much.
Sure. So maybe the ones sort of lower down are your needs, so what might the top 3 be?
They might be your wants.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant. Okay. Well, look. At the moment, we're in our country. We hear it every day. We're suffering from mental health. Motivation can be quite low. What do you think would be really useful if we take this motivational map profile?
I think using it in schools, that would benefit a lot because it would tell teachers how they need to interact with their students, and they could change the lessons to make them more exciting and more motivating for the students, so they can get involved more. And
we know that motivational maps actually gives a score of how motivated people are. Could you remember how motivated you were when you did the profile?
I think mine was 81% motivated.
81%, amazing. And wouldn't it be amazing to be able to go into schools and work out how a cohort of or a class, how motivated they are, where the gaps were? Talk to us about that very briefly.
Yeah, I think if you could see that someone was less motivated, then the teacher could focus a little harder on them so that they can get the work done in the lesson. And if someone's higher motivated, then it might be a bit easier for them to do the work.
Is it a reality that we could drop this into every school in the country?
I think, yeah, if we can, then it'll benefit students all over the country.
Wow. Baz, thank you very much. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all your support today.
Yeah.
It's been a real pleasure.